Hey, yo, check it. Hey, yo, DZ fam, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. We're going to be looking at AMC and GME, breaking it down. Are we still tracking or is it all over? We're going to be figuring that out in this video. You do not want to miss a second of it if you hold AMC and GME. Also, we're going to be talking about what crypto coins are exploding and the news with Gary Gensler, as this is very important to cryptocurrency and the stock market. And we're going to be looking at SPY and DJT stocks. So let's not waste any more of your precious time and hop in the charts, facts, data. Let's go. All right, fam, what is up? You are back for another video of Data Zero. In this video, we're going to be looking at AMC and GME and breaking down exactly what is happening and are we still tracking with my overall prediction for a bigger move to the upside. We're also going to be looking at cryptocurrency and a few other stocks. You do not want to miss a second of this video. This video is not financial advice. Let's not waste any more of your precious time and hop right in. So the first thing I want to talk about here is GameStop stock. GameStop stock right underneath critical support and resistance right now. We want to see GameStop stock above 2650. We want to see GameStop back above the key level 2650 right now, and after hours struggling to do so. It looks like we should be able to get a bounce back above 2650, but if not, we could see GameStop come down towards 2612 before getting a bounce to the upside. And I think that might be actually a possibility of what we might see tomorrow, is it come down, bouncing to around that 2612, 2625 level, and then getting a bounce off of that. And why do I say that we might come down to that level here? Because we had a buy order appear. Again, I told you guys there was a potential long operator, somebody buying the dip and holding GME up at critical levels of support. And you can see that we actually had this buy order, which is starting to come into play now. It's working to hold GME up. You can see that it's holding GME up. Every time GME goes down to this buy order, it's getting a bounce, getting a bounce, getting a bounce. So I'm expecting to see that used tomorrow. Maybe we will go into it a little bit more, and that would also give us another retest of this overall bull flag, which is the bull flag we want to see to know that if we are tracking for that bigger move to the upside. So we do have this bull flag forming. Okay, so that's what you need to understand. We do have this bull flag forming. If we break down out of the bull flag, that would invalidate that we're going to see that bigger push to the upside. We need to break and hold $30. You can see that there's multiple sell walls here trying to keep us underneath that $30 levels. And if we broke down out of the bull flag, that means they were able to short us and manipulate us down enough where we were not able to see that push to the upside like we're expecting. So again, you can see those buy orders are in play right here. We keep getting those bounces off of those buy orders. We want to see those buy orders hold. That way we can get the push to the upside and breaking out of the bull flag like we are expecting to see that push above $30, which would lead GME stock to make an exponential move to the upside and playing out the rest of the fractal. So right now, I am slightly worried. I am slightly concerned, but we are still tracking and we are still where we need to be, and we have a set of buy orders and bullish technicals that are telling me most likely we're going to see a push to the upside. When in doubt, zoom out. You can see here on Webull, we do have the same bullish pennant as well. We're still inside of the bullish pennant. We have those buy orders holding us up. Right now, at time of recording, we still have some after hours left. There's a good chance that we could break above 2650 and hold that level. If we open up above 2650 and hold that level, that's going to be a good sign that we are recovering. And if we can break and hold 2650, that's going to be a good sign that we're recovering. Really, once we get past 2725, that's when I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable that we did recover and we're going to see a breakout of the bull flag. So main concern for tomorrow is, can we get to 27.25? I will be live like I go live every single day, giving you guys predictions and updates as they do develop. So make sure you guys like and subscribe right now so you can continue to see if this is tracking. And if it doesn't track, then we can go through other technicals and other predictions. But so far, so good. But it is in a nail-biting situation as we are literally hanging on the edge of the cliff. Hence the name of the live stream today. We are hanging on the edge. If we break down, you would see a big breakdown for GME stock. So that's not what I want to happen. They are definitely trying to short it right now. You can see that they've been dumping shares on it all day. They started with 3.1 million. Now they have 2.8 million at time of recording. And for AMC stock, they have 2.9 million short shares. So they've been shorting on the stocks. They've been trying to push it down, but they are holding the lines right now. AMC and GME is holding the line. And if GME is able to break out of this, then I expect them to see AMC make a move as well. Now, as far as AMC is concerned, AMC is still in a bullish setup overall as well, because we are breaking out of this overall sloping support and resistance and using it as support. And if we go ahead and look at the technicals that I have here for TradingView, you can see that the technicals here for TradingView are showing that AMC is simply retesting the overall sloping support and resistance as support. So you can see that it's been resistance this whole time. You can see that we have these buy orders and we're starting to get a bounce. Now, what's really strange here is we definitely have two groups of big money fighting each other, okay? That's 100% happening. 100%. You can see that we have sell orders mixed in to these buy orders. Okay, we have this big chunk of buy orders making sure that AMC stays up, but we literally have sell orders here as well, as two groups are fighting against each other. So there is definitely a long operator here on our side trying to keep AMC and GME afloat. Now, you can see that we have that sell order there. We want to see AMC hold the key level of 434, okay? That is the level we're looking for AMC to hold, 434. If we lose 434 as support, you're going to see a big move down. I'm pretty confident on AMC because RSI is starting to get towards that oversold territory. It's not oversold yet, but on the bigger time frames, we're starting to get towards that oversold territory. You can see here on the 2-hour time frame, on the hourly time frame. We're not there yet, but we're getting there, okay, on these bigger time frames. So if we were to drop below 434, we would start getting to oversold, and then smart buyers would be stepping in. Also, we have that big block of buy orders, and we have multiple gap fills to the upside. We have this gap fill here and this gap fill here. This gap fill is at roughly at 450, and this gap fill is at about 456 to 457. So we have two gap fills to the upside. We have buy orders underneath us, and we have bullish technicals. We have higher low setup. We're breaking out of this overall sloping support and resistance. We also are confirming sloping support and resistance on the macro breakout. So it looks like we should be able to get a bounce, but short sellers are trying everything they can to push AMC and GME down right now, and that is very, very, very apparent. This is literally, quite literally, a battle, okay? And we are in the middle of this battle, holding, doing our part, trying to maintain liquidity. But right now, the market is just so unfair. We did get a quick spike on cost to borrow, but it's already back down. You can see cost to borrow sitting at 0.61% here for AMC, and cost to borrow here for GME at time of recording is sitting at 0.38%. You want to see cost to borrow spike. If we see cost to borrow spike and maintain up, that's a sign that we're going to see some price action to the upside. If you see volume come in, that's a sign that we're going to see price action to the upside. If you see the stock start to pump 10, 20, 30% in after hours or pre-market, that's a sign that we are going to see big action to the upside. So look for those three clues for potential things that, and just in case, I'm normally online and giving all the news, but just in case, if you see something like that, you know that those are clues that we could potentially see some big movement to the upside. If you see volume coming in, cost to borrow spike and stay up and remaining up, and if you see big price action in pre-market or after hours. But this is what we're looking at for AMC and GME. Right now, we're in this bull pennant here for GME. When we zoom out, we're looking good. We want to see GME get back above 2650. I'm hoping we could do that here in after hours, but there's a chance. There is a chance that we confirm it as resistance and have to come down to that like 2625, 2615 level to get a bounce. And this is where the buy orders are at for GME. I'm expecting the buy orders to hold us up, in my personal opinion. And I'm hoping to see that recovery tomorrow, getting back above 27.25 so I can relax and then we could work on the breakout of the bull flag. As far as AMC is concerned, I want to see AMC continue to hold 434 support. It looks like AMC might have to retest 34 or 434 as support here tomorrow, maybe like come down and retest that and then get a bounce off of that level. But we do also have support at 438, okay? So we can look for that to be a potential support, and if we can hold that as support, you would probably see a move back up towards these gap fills. Again, AMC 2 gap fills to the upside, so I'm very confident that AMC will be able to get a bounce off of these levels, especially with the amount of buy orders that AMC has as well. You can see it's a huge block of buy orders sitting down here, so it looks like we should be able to get a bounce off of this sloping support and resistance, and then that could see us having a decent move to the upside here. For AMC, if we can confirm that as support and then head towards $6. Again, if AMC breaks and holds $6, you're going to see it absolutely fly. That's the last time it really got a big pop to the upside. And if GameStop breaks and holds $30, you're going to see it absolutely fly, because that's the last time you also seen a big pop to the upside. Those are major levels of support and resistance for the meme stocks. Now, as far as the options chain is concerned for this expiration date, it is looking good, heavily skewed to the call side still on both AMC and GME. GME even having a little bit of change in the options chain on some of the strike prices, but you can see still heavily skewed to this call side. Now, there is some news going on with GME. Just so you guys know, GameStop appoints Nat Turner as board of directors, so that is some news that came out about GameStop. And if you don't know, guys, Gary Gensler is resigning today. Gary Gensler resigned today. The guy who's been ignoring all of the manipulation in AMC, Gary Gensler resigned today. This is also absolutely huge for crypto, and some crypto coins are already exploding because of the news. And I'm going to talk about that more in the crypto section. But this is pretty much everything I'm looking at for AMC and GME. Also, there's a rumor about AMC dilution. Okay, there's a rumor about AMC dilution. I'm telling you guys right now, AMC does not have dilution. You guys need to follow me, because I always have all of the news. I always have all of the facts. Do not listen to any YouTuber telling you the dilution. They are not fact-checking things before they're putting out. If there was dilution, they would legally have to file an AMC 8K filing. Here are all of the 8K filings. There is no 8K filing saying that AMC has diluted. Also, if price was diluted, AMC's price would have dropped today. So price has not dropped. That's another thing debunking it. Also, I'm pretty sure there would be articles about dilution. There are no articles about AMC dilution. And another way to debunk it is looking at the float, which the float for AMC has not increased. So any YouTuber that has told you that AMC has diluted right now, float sitting at 350 million, the same that it's been, any YouTuber telling you that there's been dilution right now, I would unsubscribe from them immediately, because they don't fact check things. They're just putting out FUD. You need, as a YouTuber, you have to check everything before you put it out. You can't just repeat things, because what if you're wrong? Make sure you fact check stuff. That way you don't ruin your credibility, okay? So guys, like and subscribe to my channel, as I always fact check anything before I put it out. And if there was AMC dilution, you better believe I would have reported about it and known about it. So again, AMC diluted shares today, not true. That is 100% misinformation. That is 100% FUD. Price would have absolutely tanked, and you would have seen news about it. And of course, they would have legally had to file an 8K filing for that to have happened. So this is what I'm looking at for AMC and GME. Again, we want to see us hold these key levels. Right now, we are on the edge of a cliff. So make sure you tune in to keep tracking this thing as we continue to see if we are on track. Now, if GameStop does make the explosive move to the upside and break out of the bull flag, that's when AMC will really start to run, and that's when things will get exciting. Let's go ahead and move into the stock market, and I'll show you guys what's going to happen with SPY based off the charts, facts, and data. So I told you guys in yesterday's video, if we were able to break above the sloping support and resistance, you would get a pop to the upside. That was the best thing you could have did as far as plays today, is play some calls. I told you guys that we were going to see a recovery on Monday, and this is exactly what we're seeing. Recovery on Monday. Now what I believe is happening is a bullish consolidation, And I pretty much told everyone after this move it was going to be boring for SPY and it'd be flat, and that's exactly what happened. I'm expecting SPY to consolidate and then get a push to the upside towards this gap fill, and I'm expecting this to happen tomorrow. So I'm expecting SPY to consolidate and then start moving up to fill this gap fill. This gap fill starts at 590.18 and goes all the way to 592.68, okay? So I'm expecting us to fill that gap and then come back down, okay? So I'm thinking that we're going to come up, we're going to fill the gap, and then we're going to see a movement back to the downside, giving us an overall red week. This is what I'm expecting in my personal opinion. What I'm hoping is that coming up to fill the gap doesn't take so long that it gives us a green week. I'm hoping that we come up, we fill the gap quickly, and then get a drop to the downside. Why do I think we're going to get a drop back to the downside and not continue up? Because we are in a very, very, very powerful downtrend, and this was a blow-off top, in my personal opinion. And the market was topping here. We got that Trump pump, and now we got that blow-off top, and we're about to get a drop to the downside. You can see the market is built on complete air. You can see massive gap fills here on the 4-hour time frame. On the daily time frame, a massive gap to the downside, and then multiple gap fills to the downside on the daily time frame. Red daily MACD momentum to the downside. Okay, so I feel like SPY is going to get a bounce, fill the gap, because the algo is going to want to hunt for that gap. Once that gap is filled, there's going to be nothing left for the algo to hunt, and then we're going to see a drop down. This is a recovery gap, a recovery bounce, and then overall downtrend. It's going to lead to an overall downtrend. I believe that the market top was that 600 level. I don't think we're going back above 600 in my personal opinion, based off of everything I see here. Again, that could be changed. I could be wrong later down the road, but based off what I'm seeing now, we're going to fill that gap and then come down and continue down in a downtrend, in my personal opinion. You can see that NVIDIA is breaking down out of that rising wedge that I identified here on the channel. It is still breaking down out of that rising wedge. You really want to watch the stock MSCI, seeing if it does get approved to be on NASDAQ or not. If that gets delisted, you would see a pullback in that NVIDIA, in my personal opinion, and you would see a pullback in that overall technology sector. Also, Apple is still inside of the bear flag, and you can see it's actually tracking perfectly with my prediction that it will start trending up, but it's going to start breaking down out of that bear flag soon, taking us down towards a price target of about 215 to 200, and that will take the market with it. So again, I believe the market top is in, as some of the market leaders are starting to fail. And again, like today, we've seen a mixed bag as some of these other tech stocks really start to top out. So I think the market top is in my personal opinion, and I think we're actually going to start seeing some downside here soon for SPY and NASDAQ. Also, other news, DJT stock did get a nice pump to the upside after getting news that it was potentially buying a crypto venue. So this is something you want to be aware of if you play or trade DJT stock. This stock got a nice pump off of that news. So this is what I'm looking at for SPY and the overall stock market. Let's go ahead and move into the crypto section and then wrap up this video. So again, Gary Gensler resigning today. At least that's what he said, that he was resigning today as November 18th, and today is November 18th. He is resigning. So Gary Gensler, GG's Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler is gone. Peace, Gary Gensler. Sorry, you won't be missed. Some altcoins already exploding today of the news. Literally woke up to a 50% gain. XTZ, one of the coins that I hold, up 51%. You can see Polygon is up 14%. You can see Theta up 27%. XLM up 17%. HBAR making moves up 41%. Algo up 18%. And this is just for today alone. So you can see that altcoins are actually exploding. XLM right now outperforming XRP. XLM is up 106% for the week, as XRP is only up 83% for the week. These two coins, XLM and XRP, are similar types of moves and plays. They're very similar coins. So if you're looking for that type of like banking takeover type play, XLM and XRP are the two coins that are similar to each other, and that will run similar to each other as well. They're kind of correlated. So if you are looking at that, that's something you need to keep in mind. Now, as far as altcoin season, you want to see drop. You want to see Bitcoin dominance drop below at minimum 50%. Okay. You want to see it drop below 50%. If it's below 50, 45%, that's going to be the start of altcoin season. Now, I'm going to be talking about this a lot more, but I believe altcoin season will be starting around April, March, like early spring of 2025. I think that's when peak altcoin season is going to start. That's when Bitcoin is going to start topping out, in my personal opinion. Now, it's still too hard to project exactly what's going to be happening, but I think I have a pretty good handle on how this is all going to play out. So like I said, I think Bitcoin is setting up for another explosive move to the upside that's going to take us towards 100 and 115K. Once we get to 100, 115K, I believe we're going to start to range, and then that's when you're going to see Bitcoin start to pull back after it starts to range. So I think we are going to get up to at least 100 to 115,000. I know that might sound crazy to some people, but I think that's going to where we start to range. And then this is when altcoin season will start, because the whales, the traders, the smart people are going to understand what's happening once Bitcoin starts ranging. They're going to start taking profits, and then the money's going to start flowing into the altcoins like a normal altcoin season does, and you're going to see Bitcoin dominance drop. So if you're looking for altcoin season, you want to see Bitcoin dominance under at least 50 to 45%, in my personal opinion. I don't think that's going to be happening until Bitcoin makes this next move up and begins to range. Now, if you look what's happening here on the smaller time frame, Bitcoin is making a bull flag, and it's breaking out of the bull flag. I talked about this over the weekend. So Bitcoin looks like it's set up here to shortly break the all-time high. So basically 93,500 should be broken here soon based off of what I'm looking at. You should see a higher high, a new all-time high for Bitcoin coming soon. It's breaking out of this bull flag. You got some good news coming out for BTC. There's still a ton of inflows happening here on the overall ETF. ETFs and Gary Gensler being gone is going to make this bull run very, very special. You can see the ETFs are still increasing, and these are spot ETFs. This is BlackRock. This is one of the biggest ones. They have to buy Bitcoin when they take in money. So the ETF's still going up. It's still taking in money, and that's still going to cause demand. The Bitcoin market is hot right now. And I believe once the stock market keeps pulling back, you're going to see actually people take profits from the stock market and roll into crypto. And I already see a lot of people on the channel talking about that's what they want to do. They want to take profit from their AMC or GME or whatever stocks they have and start rolling into crypto. I see a ton of people already talking about that. So I think that's something they want to happen. They want to get rid of this old archaic system and bring in the new system. So that means stocks out of the way, fiat currency, fiat money out of the way, and bring in digital money and digital currency. So I believe that we are here early. I believe that this crypto bull run is going to be truly special, and you guys are going to see insane face melting gains. If you are not in the crypto market, not financial advice, this is the place to be. You can see 4-hour MACD is about to get a green flip, and I think Bitcoin is about to make another explosive move to the upside, and that's going to take altcoins with it. And the altcoins you see taking off now are going to go absolutely crazy in altcoin season. And if your favorite altcoin, it hasn't exploded yet, just wait, because altcoin season is going to be absolutely nuts. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the video. This is your weekly or your daily outlook and prediction. If you watch the end of the video, I truly, truly appreciate it. So few people watch the end. Right now, we do have a sale going on for the merch store. So if you guys want to check out the merch store, we have 20% off for the merch store. If you use this code right here, everyone can use it. You can only use it once though, but anyone can use it. It's 20% off. I demonstrated on how to use it on the live. All you do is just go to the link and you pick out whatever you want. And then if you pop in that code, once you figure out what you want, if you pop in that code, you will see that that code will actually give you 20% off on whatever you purchase. And right there's the code applied, and you can see that I got the 20% off. So you guys can support the channel in a different way by checking out the merch store, and I would truly appreciate it. But if you want to support for absolutely free, just hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and I really appreciate it. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace. Alright, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. And we are running a promo code for the merch store today, so you get 20% off any merch that you buy today. The code is going to be provided down in the comment section below, and I posted it as well, and I show you guys at the end of the video. So if you want to support the channel in a different way, you can get 20% off the merch store for today only, and I appreciate each and every one of you, especially if you watch the end of the video to see this message. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace.